the whole world down. I hate your voice, the way you fucking sound.
You're the number one for the firing squad. Who's fucking died and made you God?
You're a disease, no soul to sell.
So drop your shit and fuck off back to hell. Toxic! 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 Toxic!
I hate your ego, your self-worth. You're the biggest shit to walk upon the earth.
So hide in shame and try and soon. You know this song, it's written just for you.
And good evening and welcome to the Freak Show. It is Saturday night. I am drinking toffee apple cider. It can only mean one thing. The Freak Show. Welcome one and all. Woo. So first of all, Skelly, how are you, sir?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Good. If you are online, guys, please say hello and where you are connecting from. Also, what are you drinking this evening? So a big hi to Andy, Captain Chaos, Imperator D, Shell, etc., etc. Dawn,
Martin.
thank you. That really helps because it's they're all the messages are flying up the screen. I'm already getting confused. Mechanized, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you. I have a bit of a light issue. I have a lot of blips. So as you can see, I have weird worms on my head. So yeah.
Oh, excellent. So welcome everybody on tonight's awesome Freak Show. We have two special guests. They are part of the cult of V2A, and these guys are both prolific prop builders. So they build everything, awesome stuff. And without a further ado, and that's quite hard to say when you've been drinking cider. Let us welcome the first one. The first one is Daddy Dread. How are you, sir?
Oh,
Hey.
fine. Thank you very much. I'm good.
Witness, how are you?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm good. Really good.
Hey, excellent. And I am loving what you're wearing. We will get into that in more detail in a moment once we bring everybody else up. But you are an absolutely awesome post-apocalyptic prop builder
Thank you
and
very
costume
much,
builder and builder. Awesome. And a great guy as well. And here's the next one. Should grab another one out the green room. What do you reckon?
Why not?
Has
Why
he been?
not?
Has he been eating the nibbles? That's what we want to know. Has he been on the?
We've all been at the nibbles.
We've all been at the green room. How? What? A quick question, Daddy Dread. How was the green room? Did you enjoy the complimentary nibbles and drinks?
The nibbles were wonderful. The drinks were a little strong. But
Okay.
it's also good.
Well, that's nothing new then.
Nothing. Yeah, totally. And here is our next guest, everybody. You know him. He's the guy who's at the merch stand. He's the one who just doesn't stop talking. He's awesome. He's great. It's Big T. Oh dear.
Hello!
Hey! and people finally get to see Big T without one of his many helmets on. So how are you, Big T?
I'm good. I'm good. Hey, who's eating all the M&Ms in the green room?
I don't want to say who it was, but oh,
I don't know who it was either. I was here all the time.
Yeah, that's the face of guilt.
Could
So
be anyone.
yeah, welcome everybody to the show. It is going from strength to strength. We are getting about 1,500 odd people a week watching this. So thank you, everybody. If you can, subscribe, like, share, and do all that kind of crazy stuff that they ask for in the algorithms. Awesome. So first of all, let's do our fact and fic. Let's get this party started. First of all, hold on. So, Daddy Dread, what are you drinking, sir? Let's go around. Let's just see.
I thought I'd be a bit boring and just go for the Rona.
Corona, as in the virus. Very topical, sir. Very topical.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, very
Risky
very good.
choice, very risky choice.
Yeah, definitely. So let's start. Let's start from the bottom and go up. So, Big T, what are you drinking tonight, sir?
I have the Krabby's alcoholic ginger beer in the good old Dinky Dee cooler.
Ooh,
very
ooh. Mechanized, what alcoholic beverage are you drinking tonight?
I've got this beautiful, beautiful gin glass filled with no gin. Because I'm still on my tablets. So
Controversial.
Controversial, yes. Skelly, what are you on to tonight, sir?
I've got a little bit of Medusa dark beer from Aldi left.
how is that
Polishing it
one?
up. It's lovely, lovely.
Oh, and in typical fashion, guys, I'm on Brothers Toffee Apple Cider, only the best drink in the world. Sponsorship coming very, very soon. Yes, awesome. So let's get this party started. We have hello to Mama Giddy. She's on. Shell's on. Martin's on. Tons of other people. So are you ready for fact or fict?
No.
No.
Well, we are. So hold on, everybody.
Brace.
Get it. Brace. Brace. Woo!
Well, that was a rough one.
That was
What
definitely a
a
rough one.
fast ride.
So, fact or fict for people who are new to the channel. Each week we come out with a fact or a fiction. We tell it to you straight, with our best poker face, and you have to the end of the show to work out whether it's truth or a lie. I'll get the party started. So, mine is for this week that in the summer when it's all nice and hot, I wear my all-time favorite shoes, which are four-toed trainers. Fact or fict? Fact or fict? People are already commenting. Skelly, let's go. Hold on, that was right. Let's go that way. So, what is your fact or fict this tonight, sir? By the way, Stig isn't here. He's stuck in a coal mine.
He is. I once wrote a
Drinking
letter.
lots of beer, I think. Sorry.
We ready now? We good?
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
You carry on.
I've got a
You
message
carry
across my face now. I once wrote a letter into Bob Ross's Joy of Painting, and I got a response.
on. Oh.
Can you repeat that, please?
I once wrote a letter into Bob Ross's Joy of Painting, and I got a response.
Wow.
And it wasn't a cease and desist.
Yeah, please leave me alone. Mechanized, what is your fact or fict?
I have been on the party where they used the earthquake simulator and then had to cancel the party because the building was about to fall in.
Okay. That's with your amount of chaos, that could be true. So going down across. So Daddy Dread, what is your fact or fict, sir?
I once had afternoon tea with horror writer Dean R. Koontz.
Ooh. I have no idea who he is, but that sounds believable, doesn't it?
Yeah, very.
Just as he
because
said a name that we've not heard of, it
a
sounds
full
believable.
name.
He's
A
a horror
full name.
writer. He's
Oh.
an horror writer. He writes horror
Oh.
books.
So it must be
Ooh.
true.
So
got
Scully
that-
knows
that-
who he's on about. He knows good books.
Books about
Yeah.
scary stuff.
And then down to Big T. Big T, what is your fact or fixer?
My fact or fict, years ago, working at Goodwood Festival of Speed in the VIP dining area, I stole a table from Richard Hammond.
As in physically
Ha.
stole it from him and ran off, or?
He was bringing a group of guests over to it, and me and some of my colleagues took it from him, and he ended up sitting on one right next to the public.
Oh, so guys, some very interesting ones this week. Also, another fact or fict is Stig stuck down a mine. That's quite a fun one. anyhow.
Well, where is the mine?
Where is Stig?
Where is it? Where,
Is he still in New Zealand?
Yeah, he could
Croydon.
be.
A mine in New Zealand.
So tonight, guys, we are going to be talking about post-apocalyptic props, armor, building, fun stuff. So first of all, let's go to our first guest, Daddy Dread. So Daddy Dread, can you first of all explain what you are wearing, sir?
Tonight I am wearing my finest Imperator armor.
Ooh,
Wow.
very cool.
Tony's badge. And a nicely detailed backpack.
Oh,
Oh
look
my
at that detail.
Gosh.
I am liking that.
A quick
And
question:
look at the goggles.
Is it based on an original like vest, and you sort of built up on it?
Yes, it's an old work vest. It's
Oh,
just
wow.
the right shape.
Yeah.
And then you just add the foam, add the armor, knock the plates out.
Awesome, awesome. So a quick question: is it heavy?
Yes. Not as bad as my dread one, but yes. There's a
Yeah,
lot
good.
of metal in it. It's quite weighty.
Because that is always a fun thing when we do start building props. We build all this awesome stuff until you try and put it on, and you think, oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, and then you wear it all day.
Comfortable, but it's heavy.
It's comfortable but heavy. Oh my gosh! So over to Big T. So Big T, explain your attire at the moment, sir. What are you wearing?
This is my standard vest that quite a few of the people in the UK have probably seen me wearing. It's a simple mesh vest. It's got a couple of big pockets, but I have adapted it for taking a hydro pack on the back as well, ready for the wasteland.
Oh,
Very cool.
If you could just bring your hydro pack back a second, Big T. So the idea, guys, if you ever do go to like Wasteland Weekend over in the States, it is in a desert and it is super, super, super hot. So it is always wise to hydrate and keep liquid on you, isotonic water, etc. But you can also look really cool at a UK festival with it on because you can fill it with vodka and stuff like that. It's a win-win. So Skelly, over to you. So
Hello.
can you explain the kind of stuff you wear and you build clothes-wise when you're over at the Wasteland?
It's a similar concept to our previous guests. What they've just talked about the mesh vest kind of get up, but do a little bit of dry brushing on it. Get my big 3-inch brush out and do some rust paint dry brushing over it, and then stick bits on it to make it look a bit patched together. And for last Wasteland, I also did a pair of shamanic kind of antlers for something a little bit different.
And they were good. I really enjoyed the antlers. Apart from
I enjoyed them too.
they weren't allowed in certain bars when people have been drinking.
No,
Well, you have to
I
walk-
like
you have to-
shell.
You have to walk sideways through the doors sometimes.
Yeah.
It's kind of festive in a weird kind of way.
So mechanized.
Yeah, I think Shell's idea is good. Pack it full of 2 liters with vodka and Coke. That's my kind of backpack.
I think this is going to be the worn article for all festivals going forward. All the pub.
A bottle of vodka.
Yeah. At
Definitely.
least.
So mechanized, what kind of stuff would you recommend to people when they're first starting out, getting into the cult of V2A and going to festivals and coming to gigs?
Well, there's nothing like there's rules what you have to wear. Just, first of all, of everything. Just have fun going there. If you like building, build something. If you don't like building, maybe just dirt some stuff up. Just, but first of all, go and have fun. It's not about the costumes as such. So everybody should have fun going.
Okay, so a quick question back down to Daddy Dread. So what first got you into, did you start off with cosplay, etc., or how did you get into your whole building
I've
fascination?
always made things for as long as I can remember and never really had them labelled. But just as events got more interesting and there was more interaction, it was just a step to go, well, let's make a costume. Let's make this. Let's make that. Let's just have a bit of fun with this. So it literally was simple as that.
Did you start off in like steampunk or anything like that? Because a lot of people sort of started off in that area.
Yeah, it's good fun. It's just completely different. But I think this genre is a little more
dirty
interesting and dirty.
Dirty.
Yeah, you've got a bit more freedom. There's less rules.
Yeah, well, exactly. And also, I think as well with the post-apocalyptic side, you can dress as your own character, so there's no right or wrong.
Well, everything you're actually going to build as well, if you put a bit of a story behind it, it starts looking a bit more believable. If you want it to be believable or a bit more realistic,
Yeah.
If you want that. If not, you can just go crazy.
And that's what we do, and that's what we kind of do. So one other quick question before we go to Big T. So on your jacket, etc., so it's looking absolutely amazing. So any articles you find, always keep, stick in a bucket and then use them at later dates?
Absolutely. Cool? There is a shed sat next to me which is packed full of clear plastic boxes with metal shapes, plastic shapes, electronics, anything. Don't throw anything away. Stick it in a bucket somewhere and just go through it and pull out what you want and just look for shapes. It's just all about shapes. So
a quick question: how do you fix them together? Do you sew? Are you gluing? Are you Velcroing? It's great. It's whatever you could find lying around. So it's a bootlace, it's a string, it's a bit of zip tie, it's some tape, it's anything, it's some nuts and bolts, it's a rivet. You can do anything. There's not a lot of gluing. All of this pretty much predominantly is bolted into place. Awesome. There is some gluing for some of the details on the back, but in general, it's mechanically attached somehow. And you can never fail when you say mechanically attached somehow. That's always a good line. So Big T, so what got you into the whole post-apocalyptic scene, sir?
It actually started with you.
Okay.
we originally started off with the dread stuff, and there's one of the dread vests I make at the back there. I admitted I knew the right end of a sewing machine, so ended up making a few of those. And then as stuff with V2A progressed and you got into the wasteland scene, I then started making wasteland vests.
Wasteland vests, and also props as well. So I can see
props as well. Yeah, there's a couple here.
Okay, we will go through all those in a moment. So let us just quickly do the news. Let's get on to the news first, because I can see a few people have posted some stuff up. Are you ready for a mildly disappointing jingle? That's a yes.
Hold on.
Yep, hanging on.
This one's better than the fact or fic. This one's slightly longer.
Don't keep us in suspense.
Dun, dun, dun. Brilliant.
Ooh, I fell off my chair then.
So
you do fall off stuff.
So a quick one. We've got loads of news and loads of stuff coming up. So first of all, dun dun dun. We are now on Patreon. So thank you everybody for joining and supporting us on this. So it is www.patreon.com V2A, and there's a few different levels, and all that is just helping us build more stuff, do more crazy stuff, and get fight back against the dull music. So massive thank you for everybody who is backing us on that and helping us out with our master plan for craziness, to bring craziness to the world. So check it out, guys. We'll put the link in the comments later on. But it's just V2A under patreon.com. And massive thank you to all the people who've already jumped on it. That is awesome. We can do certain stuff on there where we can give out inside facts of what we're doing and artwork from the comic that we can't really release publicly out in the wild for copyright reasons and all that kind of stuff. So it's super cool, and there's going to be some very limited edition sneaky stuff in there. So you actually get to hear what's going on and what we're up to in the background. There's so much we are up to, but we can't announce yet. So it's going to be a very busy couple of weeks, as hopefully we're going to have some big announcements every week. So that's the first one. The second one, the graphic novel, I believe, is coming in early next week. Oh, it's at the printers. I believe it's done. So that's all going to go to, it's going to get sent over to Dave. I then got to go and drive down to Dave, and we're going to sign about 500 of them, and then they are going out. The people who have ordered just electronic versions, we're going to wait till people with the physical versions have got theirs first, and then they all go out straight after that, if that makes any sense. And the people who have got, so we've got patches come in, we've got T-shirts, we've got the legendary top trumps, which I think Big T may be in this one. But there will be another one. So for the people who have got their own characters in book 2, you are actually going to have your own character and your own card in the next issue. Look at that. This is Doomsday, and the next one is called Lord of the Locusts. So super excited about that. Book 2's already with PJ, so he's already drawing away. We will start contacting everybody in the next sort of 2 weeks to start getting referenced photos and data about you for book 2. And there's going to be a Wikipedia page where you exist on there as well. And also you'll be in and out all of the comics going forward. How cool is that? You'll live in that universe along with everybody else. Super excited. So that is the news from me. So Skelly, any news from you? Not hot and cold, yes?
I know, it's news. What's news? Apparently Loki's been shoved back a couple of days, or shoved forward a couple of days. It's now going to be out on Wednesdays, starting from the 9th of June. That's the new series on the old Disney Plus. So that's exciting for people. It's a couple of days early. And it's not going to be on Fridays. Wednesdays will be the new Friday, apparently.
Ooh. Well, it merges all into one at the moment anyway, does it?
What is time? What is time?
I must admit, I am. Yeah, thank you to Michael for, yes, that is truly a disappointing jingle. Love
That's why we play it.
That's why we play it. So, Mechanized, any news from you this week? As I keep going through all the comments, I'm trying to.
Is it the hot? No.
No, just news.
Okay, news on the blog is I absolutely hate ravens.
Oh, what would you like to expand on why you dislike ravens?
Up to now, I never had anything against ravens, and I shared my space with them, but they killed literally my little ducklings. 15 of them. They ate them, killed them. So from now, I'm on war for crows and ravens.
What about jackdaws and rooks?
Well, I didn't see them. I see just a raven flying off with the babies. So it's the raven.
So, yeah, well, so that is your news this week?
That's my news, yeah, because I can't go anywhere.
If you're that raven, watch out.
Ooh. So, Daddy Dread, any news this week?
I finally got back to going and doing some climbing.
Oh,
I haven't done for, well, since forever lockdown. so that was really awesome.
Also, so what type of climbing do you do?
Bouldering, indoor bouldering at the moment.
Oh, wow.
So that was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it was really cool. It's cool to know to go and do something normal.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And see other people.
Yes. Other
people?
Other than the people you live in the house with. Or staff in Tesco's.
Did you start shaking?
Not quite. But there was some exertion shaking going on.
Yeah.
So how long have you
done no exercise for like a year.
So how long have you been doing indoor climbing?
About 10 years, I reckon now.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. It does look good. I do like the indoor speed climbing thing. Looks amazing.
Well, this is no ropes. It's bouldering. So it's about, 4.5 meters, but there's no ropes, no harnesses. It's just if you fall off, it hurts a bit.
That's always wise words.
Mats, but it's good fun.
Always wise words. So, Big T, what's news for you over in Big T land?
I set up a bird box in my back garden earlier in the year, and it's got a little camera in it. And a pair of blue tits have been building a nest. And this last week, the female has laid about 10 eggs and has started sitting on them. So in about 2 weeks, we should have some chicks.
Oh, yeah, I have to send some photos in. We could do bird watch. We can have a special section.
So you can
Watch
sit in
them
on the weekend,
ravens.
watch chicks
Watch
on the webcam.
ravens. Yeah.
That's the kind of thing you do anyhow, isn't it, Scully?
Watching chicks on the webcam, eh?
Yeah, watching chicks on the camera.
Oh dear, it's turned into one of those shows already. So one thing I want to talk about prop wise. So when you first start off, so you're brand new to post-apocalyptic, is your attire. So we've come out with so far combat vests, army vests are always a good thing. It's like a start as a building block. What about hats or facial gear? So Big Daddy Dread, what would you recommend? As I can see, you're wearing some awesome goggles. Goggles are cool.
Goggles are de rigueur, especially if you like your Fury Road. So that's
Yeah,
where they're
exactly.
Headgear, I don't know. I haven't really got that much. Anything you can see in the background is for a specific cosplay or costume. But like bandana.
Also,
bandana, something like that. Normally.
Also, I'm liking the dirty look. Are you using face paint or?
Yeah, just cheap pound shop stuff. Just buy it at Halloween and that's it. Just stock up on it. Get like a 10 worth.
It is. We do laugh, but I do exactly the same thing. As soon as Halloween comes, I'm straight down B&M and I'm buying all the tacky stuff.
Poundland, that's it. Happy days.
It is. It's amazing. So mechanized. So what's headwear and stuff would you recommend somebody new coming in? Is goggles the...
Well, goggles is a must, especially when you go into... Well, goggles is a must, especially when you go into sandy deserts. So then I would put like a scarf or something on for the girlies, because I'm not really a hat person.
Also, what about respirators and masks and stuff like that?
Masks, definitely. Yeah, definitely something in front of your mouth. But we are getting used to that anyway, so I'm hoping people stick by it and wear it anyway. So, yeah. But yeah, we had some very dusty times in the wasteland, which goes really onto your throat and voice. So definitely highly recommend that.
What about if you're doing a festival over in, say, the UK, etc.? What would you go for?
Still the mask because of Noah times, but yeah. Similar, but just for protection, it's more cruel in a sandy desert than in England. Possibly you need big boots, sort of the mud.
Big boot, yeah, and an umbrella. Post-apocalyptic umbrella. What about you then, Skelly? What would you recommend?
Well, I don't really do hats, but maybe a nice hood if you're in the desert, ventilate, so a bit flowy and a little bit different. So you can always accessorize.
Oh, Big T is putting something on there.
Big T is this is all from his bondage room. So let's zoom in on. So Big T, what's kinky this week?
That's the takeaway repeating.
It is.
Yeah, this is just to cope with that.
Well, that's good. That looks awesome, by the way.
Right.
Would you like to explain it?
Yeah. So this is it's actually a police or army respirator mask that's got canisters on it and little lighting set up inside. But yeah, so I mean that's sort of a sort of top piece of respirator kit. But
a quick question, Mr. T.
Yes.
Can you breathe through it? Because there was a very, very funny incident. For people who know V2A, we are slightly accident prone on stage. Slightly. So we were playing Asylum 2 years ago. Well, the last time we played Asylum, whenever that was. And Mark, our drummer, thought, wouldn't this be a good idea if can I wear one of your masks, Kev, one of your like rubber masks? So, of course, being the gentleman that I am, I said, of course, Mark, of course you can. What he didn't realise is it's actually made of rubber. It looks like a respirator, but it's made of rubber. And because he was sweating, going like mad, it stuck to his face and he couldn't breathe. So we nearly killed the drummer. About halfway through the song, he went bright red, had to rip it off, and he nearly passed out. How we laughed.
How did that miss me?
You didn't. You missed that one. I
missed it. Oh no!
I was crying with laughter over
Bit of
that.
a tradition.
Crying.
Nearly kill people on stage, laugh about it.
Yeah. As I said, I mean, this one's actually based off proper police or army setup. So it's got proper respirators on it that will actually filter out most things, and it's got 2 of them, so it'll survive your curry evenings.
Awesome. What other headgear do you have there, sir?
Other headgear, this is basically, it's a airsoft helmet that has got a visor to it,
Awesome.
and just some painting effects. Cable ties are your friends when it comes for things like sticking lights and stuff onto it, and little solid logos. And they actually come with the Velcro on, so getting Velcro style badges just means you can actually change whatever badges you want on them at any time.
Ooh, awesome.
So it's even got one of your Valhalla ones on there somewhere.
Awesome.
He's done this before, hasn't it?
He has done this before. I am. What we're going to do on Patreon, because we haven't really got time here to go into detail, but I build a lot of stuff out of. I'm quite into ice hockey masks at the moment, helmets, and you can get, because also they're super hard wearing. As Mr. T just showed, but also they're good for jugger. So we are going to create a V2A jugger team. So if you do want to run around in mud or dirt and get whacked on the head with a big stick, you could be. This is the game for you.
Just get a good helmet beforehand.
Yeah, definitely get a good helmet, because it's not, even though the pugil stick is got foam on it, it's not particularly lightweight when you get whacked. So, Daddy Dread, do you any helmets? Do you go for any headgear? I could see you were grabbing for something.
There's a specific one for a specific build.
Wow!
Awesome.
Ooh, it has lights.
Bit of illumination.
Very cool.
And that is just made from the cheapest eBay gas mask you could get that isn't actually a gas mask. Some ear defenders, a knackered old torch, and an old snowboarding helmet, and just bits. So this is like inspired by Metro, the game.
Yeah, a Metro. What an awesome game, by the way. Big shout out to Metro. I think there's a new one come out this week, hasn't there?
It's the enhanced version, so it's everything about Exodus that was Metro Exodus that was cool, but better.
Ooh, awesome. So, Mechanized, what was the German band we know with about the 9 drummers?
Feinflug.
Feinflug. So, yeah, an interesting fact about Feinflug, they've got about 9 drummers and a guitarist who wears a gas mask, but he's got a proper gas mask with like an air pack on. So even though he's on stage, it's blowing cold air onto his face and he's quite chilled out. So, where you get other people, like our friends over in Wasteland who had the Russian gas masks, the real rubbery ones that just stick and they could barely breathe and nearly passed out. And that was quite funny. Mechanized, wasn't there an interesting story about Feinflug?
Did they not have an amphi, I think? Did the ceiling not collapse on them or something?
It did. So for people who don't know, they are like quite a noisy industrial band. They played in a big festival in Germany. They were so loud that some of the ceiling fell down on them. And one of them, who's like about 6'8", called Banana, was knocked out. So many years later, they came back, played the same place, and they all played in hard hats on stage, which is highly entertaining and very, very funny.
That ceiling's always been a bit knackered. They'd get venue staff coming out with hazard tape wrapped around, and they'd stand in a weird circle, and I didn't know what it was all about. Apparently, it was just cordoning off an area of the ceiling that was about to go, but I thought it was some weird German dance craze.
like Morris dancing, but with more.
Well, kind
string.
of. I thought it's just a very stoic kind of dance, just stand in a circle wrapped around it with tape. I thought,
I thought it was
a
like,
ritual.
yeah.
What are you summoning?
Yeah,
Do I have to run?
Let us do what's hot, and then we go on to some more questions. So brace, guys. This one's better than Fact or Fit, but not as good as Weekly News. Ta-da! So, to start to get this ball rolling, this is going to be a good one, very, very fun. So, if any of you guys are watching our weekly Wednesday show, The Geek Show, it's like the Freak Show, but it's more geeky and less freaky. So, how about that then? So, my what's hot this week, we had an awesome guy called Stuart on from Canada who lives in Cardiff, and he is the manufacturer of Dead Man's Hand. It's like a tabletop gaming of it's like Western with Native American Indians, cowboys, bandits, the undead, and it's awesome. So give them check out our Geek Show on Wednesday. All of the stuff is held on YouTube, so you can watch all our previous shows. We've got some big Mad Max people coming up very, very soon, so very, very excited on that. But that is my what is hot this week. It's a great game. All this for 40 quid, and it's you get 7 metal cowboys, and then 7 metal. I don't know what the other ones are. Banditos or whatever, and then you get a building, and then you get a load of other stuff. And
Are they shouting "yeehaw" every time you move them?
You can if you want mechanized.
You have to add the effects yourself. It's all about the imagination.
It is.
I imagine you will shout "yeehaw" every time.
I do.
I do think if you are drinking a lot of toffee apple cider, it does promote you to shout "yeehaw" at random times. Anyhow, so let us go down. Let's go that way. So Big T. So first of all, it's great to see you outside of the merch stand where you are always. So if you do and come and see us, guys, please go over and say hello to Big T and say hello and give him a good chat, because he is very, very talkative and he's an awesome guy. So what is hot this week? What?
I was going to do Dead Man's Hand, but you beat me to it. So
yes,
that's why I went first. I'm going for Death, Sex and Robots Series 2.
Ooh, is it out? I didn't know it was out.
It's out. I think it's next week. So I've been rewatching Series 1, ready for it.
Wow. Would you like to just explain to everybody what it is?
They are short, usually animated or part animated, about 10 to 15 minutes. It's trying to describe them. It's usually got sexual connotations, a little bit of death. So in one particular episode, it was what looked like monster fights that were being controlled by humans, and the bad guy who was trying to get this particular lady to fight for him basically killed her and found out it was actually the monster working through her, not her through the monster.
Ooh, deep.
That was a good one. That one, I'm with Tony on that. That was good.
Yeah.
I don't think I've even seen that one. So Daddy Dread, what is what over in Daddy Dreadland?
Oh, Disney, The Bad Batch, Clone Wars.
Ooh, a quick question, because I haven't watched any of the Clone Wars. Where would I start to then catch up to then watch The Bad Batch?
A long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the very end, really, of everything you've seen with Clone Wars. So you would have to watch the lot, basically.
Well, and that's how many seasons is that? Just as
7.
Oh God.
I haven't watched the Clone Wars. I enjoy it.
I'm just a bit of a Star Wars nerd, so I do like it that much. Yeah, you could watch it standalone. But it does
But-
explain some other stuff.
Yeah.
If you're a Star Wars fan, so. But yeah,
Or-
that's hot this week.
Awesome. The Bad Batch. So, Mechanized, what is hot for you this week?
Well, have you got the link I sent you lunchtime?
No.
Oh, God, you are so unprepared.
You talk. I'll have a
God.
link.
Well, I
Come back.
literally was reading through the YouTube lunch. No, I have to make stories up to cover for it. So, okay, through YouTube lunch, and I like Conan for a little, laugh and all this stuff.
Oh.
You found it?
Yeah. Let's do Skelly, and we'll come back.
Okay.
Because that'll be easier. Because that'll give me some time to do.
Well, there's another link of Skelly. I hope you got that one.
Oh, for God's sake,
It's in,
guys!
it's in the
It's in
private
the chat. Have
It's
a look
in
in
the
the
chat.
private chat.
Oh man,
there,
seriously. Oh, what's hot? You want to do that one for what's hot this week?
Yes.
Uh,
Or you can do it later if you want.
You can do it later. Make it a bit. Just
More
just come out
personal.
with. Yeah, just come out with something else first, Skelly. So just what's hot this week?
I get you. Invincible. Just finished watching that tonight. Wowzers. Big finale for the series. Really, really, really enjoyed it. Also, a bit late to the party, but started watching Raised by Wolves. Really enjoying
Oh,
so
isn't
far.
that awesome?
Amazing.
Really, really good stuff. And in comic book land, I've just finished reading volume 4 of Exo Manowar, which was really good. I want to read the next one because it sounds like it's really going to kick off in the next volume. That's all very, very
Amazing.
hot.
Very.
What?
Hot.
I found it.
Yay.
I have found it. So
Can you
let-
play it? So again, I went into this world of YouTube, and then I found Conan, and Conan and his team actually went to the Comic-Con. And please
Conan
look
the
on this.
Cimmerian.
Yeah,
No.
Conan the Barbarian.
And please play the link to
I
show us
cram.
what he went. That was my hot this week.
Hold on. This is
If
probably
it-
going to go bizarre. Hold on.
Have you-
Hold on.
Hither came Conan, sword in hand.
Hold on, guys. You've got to bear with me for one moment. Dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun.
dun.
Suspense is killing me.
Oh no, I wasn't ready for
This is
this.
so
None
only
of us
send it
ever are.
lunchtime.
Professional,
It's
so
only like
Unprofessional.
10 hours ago.
You don't get this on the BBC, do you? Okay, so let me sort of wave at me if you can hear it.
so. Basically, that was my hot this week.
That is awesome.
And that's the next Conan the Barbarian film.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I thought he's lost a bit of body mass, hasn't he? Since
Yeah,
the film?
he's bulked down a bit. I guess he's going to be faster.
He's faster and nimbler.
Yeah,
But-
he's going to do some more dodge attacks.
We do have Iota is coming on very, very soon. He's just at the moment doing a one-man show, so we're just trying to work out when we can fit him in around his busy schedule. But the Doof Warrior himself is coming on, so super, super excited about that. So one of the other things we wanted to start talking about on prop building. Let me just zoom in. So we started talking about the clothes, etc. So what else is super, super cool? What does everybody need? You need your own steering wheel. So this again is built out of bits of Halloween stuff, real car wheels, steering wheels, chains, etc. So I believe I'm not the only one on the show with a steering wheel build. So let us start with Daddy Dread. So would you like to explain what is your steering wheel called, sir? And what was your inspiration?
Well, everything I build, which needs a personality, is called Bob.
Okay,
So the mannequin is Bob. This is Bob the steering wheel.
of the steering wheel, love it.
Um,
The good
Push
thing
like
is you will
this.
never forget the name, will you?
Well, no, it's nice and easy. There's the name of a funny band that everybody kind of knows in the middle as well.
Woohoo!
Yeah, spark plugs, can't go wrong. Spark plugs, zip ties, flames,
Amazing.
rust.
In fact, when we start doing festivals and gigs and all the rest of it, we will actually have an altar where people can bring steering wheels on, and we'll actually have them on the stage, which would be really cool. That would just confuse all the other bands. They'd be like, "What the hell is going on here?" In fact, an interesting fact about mine is so mechanized. I know before you sort of said, "Oh, that's really interesting." How did you manage to stick all that stuff on the steering wheel? If you could just ask me.
Oh, drone! This looks amazing. How did you stick all that onto the steering wheel?
I used the blood of my enemies. I've always just wanted to say that
all day.
I have actually.
Yeah,
He has.
I was like,
He's
yeah.
been looking forward to that.
Thank you for that one.
Yeah. So as you can tell, guys, we are super excited about everything. So our first gig back is going to be pandemonium. All our gigs are bizarre and full on, but I think our first one back is probably going to be about 5 hours. We won't go off stage, and it's going to be a wild one. We've missed live playing so much. The new album, by the way, also called Doomsday, comes out this year and is amazing. And a little tip, there is a song called I nearly said something then. Should I?
No.
There is one.
Spoiler alert.
I'm going to spoil
Spoilers.
something.
Spoiler alert.
There's a song called Death from Above, and it is amazing. There is 10 songs, and they are all monsters. So, Big T, tell us about your wheel.
Well, I've got 3 here today. Because of course we have rugrats or sand rats out in the desert. I did find a little toy one to do, which was the one I had when we first came on, and all the sound effects still work on that one, just for a bit of fun.
Can you just give us an example of some of the sound effects?
All right,
Let's have a rendition.
Let's have a rendition. Is that an aircraft?
car engine.
Oh, Jesus.
You could have that with your
enough of that
controllers on stage. Add a bit to the ambience.
Wire it in. Yep. This is my favourite one, my main one. Which
what's this one called, by the way?
Bob.
Bob.
No, this one's called Bones. Skull of
Bob
my
and
enemies
Bones.
on it, and bits of a bicycle chain set. And this one is equipped with a quick release on it, so that I can actually put it on the buggy when the buggy is in static or display mode, because it's probably not something I want to be driving the buggy with if I get stopped by the police.
Yes. Woo! All right, so
And
You
then-
would have special grip on it, so it's all right.
Oh yeah, that's it. And then this one again has some
it's got the
bicycle
Haven.
cogs on it, and it's
Haven
got the
logo.
Haven logo,
Haven logo.
and it's got some cheap tools that I found on eBay. Just
Wow.
cable ties are your friends.
And that's also good if your buggy does break down.
Yeah,
then-
I've got the tool set to fix it.
You know, and they call us mad. So mechanized, have you ever thought about building any steering wheels or anything like that?
I am, yes, but I will bring it on stage. It will be a special wow effect, so I'm not sharing that.
Ooh. Skelly, so any effects or any props that you use on stage for gigs?
There's all sorts of weird shit tacked to the keyboard stand, so it's just pressing stuff.
Hold
and see what happens.
on. Weird shit?
Yeah, there's a
Cool
flash.
stuff.
Oh yeah,
Cool
that.
stuff.
Oh,
What the kids say.
I was just miscellaneous esoteria. There's flashing lights are always good, or stuff that goes whiz or bang.
Whizzle bang. And is not now Terry.
Well, you never know which one of these buttons did Terry wire up. You know, that's a fun game to play.
It is. So
Push it and duck.
So a quick question back down to Daddy Dread. Well, first of all, Cupcakes is Mama Giddy's daughter, I believe. So hello, Cupcakes.
Hello, cupcakes.
Hello, Cupcakes. Hello, Mike.
And Silent Steve, was it? Or was it Silent Mark? Silent Mark as well, I think.
And Mel. Hello, Mel. We are getting lots of people saying hello on this stream. So we are looking forward to seeing you all at the next V2A gig. So get your gear on and come down the front and enjoy the chaos. So Daddy Dread, what is your fondest memory of seeing V2A live? And also, have you been on stage with us? Because like most of the planet has, but I'm not sure. Have you?
I was due to at some point when you got one of your snow cannons, but then COVIDed.
All right. Well,
Everything.
are you up for it? First time back. As soon as we.
Of course.
Ooh, we have been building stuff. We have been building more snow cannons and flamethrowery things and stuff. So big shout out to Big T, who's been working on some of the stuff. Also Dark Dean, who is one of my. I actually went to school with him, and he's a great mate. He built some crazy stuff.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. And Big T is building gun. Oh, is that your explain?
That's the smoke gun.
Big
So
Daka energy.
basically, there's a smoke generator in here, and it shoots smoke out the end with some light effects if they're actually working, so that it does actually look like it's got a flame coming out of it. This is the baby one. The big one actually uses a full-on mains-powered smoke generator and shoots the smoke about 6 meters.
Awesome. So
that little one's quite big as it is. I'm worried how big this big one is. It an emplacement?
It's actually based on the same gun, but it's the fact that it's got a big hose coming out the bottom for the smoke to go through.
Does it get driven on a? Does it get driven in on a train?
Yeah, possibly.
It could be.
I can't wait. I can't wait till we start playing again, because we also do have the odd venue phone us up and they go, I think you've left your flamethrower or your axe or something like that. It must be something to do with V2A, which is
bits of your drummer.
Bits of the drummer. See,
you've left your drummer behind.
I do like the way that Tony Big T's got lighting effects, whereas now Terry just uses real guns.
Or flames.
So
yes, real explosives.
So Daddy Dread, what was that you were just waving around on?
Oh, you just said axes. Everybody's got to have a good axe. Yeah, everybody needs an axe. So
nice axe.
Is that a real axe, or is that one of your legendary foam ones?
It's a rubber training axe, which is the
See, it's not like when you go to Czech Republic and someone gives you a present.
It's a real one.
It's a real one.
Your 6-foot metal one.
Correct.
Yes. Would you like to elaborate a bit more, mechanized, on that one, just for the viewers?
Well, coming from the island, we are used to foam weapons. So we have this gig in, it was Czech Republic, I think, was it? Right,
yes,
yeah.
Czech Republic.
And then from the crowd, this guy gives me this weapon and I start throwing it around, as you do. And then I was like, this is a bit heavy. So while I looked up, I realized it's a real axe. So I literally could have just beheaded some people in the front row. Thankfully, I didn't. And then I was given it as a present, but obviously I cannot carry it back on the plane. So we had it posted over. The nice gentleman sent it over by post. So it's now here in our bunker.
And it came in an axe-shaped box. How funny was that for the poor postman? He was like, "What the hell?"
Well,
really
I had
heavy.
it, I think, delivered to a post box of a friend. Yeah, and he had to explain to the post what it is.
Oh dear.
So Simon Kane, always wise words. Things that go whiz bang are always good. Yes, as long as we don't destroy or kill any more drummers, we were getting through them quite quickly. Captain Chaos is online. He is our awesome German drummer. So we'll have to get him on at some point. Back on again. He's nervous. That's why he's not coming on the stream. He's hiding. So Daddy Dread. So could you explain to people who've not seen V2A live, what is it?
Just pure fun. Total fun. Chaos, fun, good tunes, just a right giggle.
Have you been chromed?
Of course, yes.
I am not letting Daddy Dread get away with none.
Yes, we have been chromed many times now.
Many times. And do you have any good tips to how the hell to get this stuff off your face?
No.
You lick it.
Wet wipes. Wet wipes are relatively good because they can dissolve anything.
What you mean to say, of course, is you leave that on because it's a badge of honor.
Until
Or
you
you
go to the
just
car
knock
park or
someone's
you're in
face
the
up.
services on the way home, and you need to work out, explain why you've got a big chrome moustache.
Details,
Coming home
details.
from a V2A gig is always funny because you're in makeup and stuff everywhere and dishevelled.
And foam
So-
stuck on your head. Yeah.
I could say something else, but I won't.
Go on, Mechanized. What were you going to say?
I don't. I don't want to
Oh.
get that. No, I'm behaving.
So, Big T, do you have you had a play? Have you been out there with a snow cannon? I think you have actually, haven't you?
Yes, at Whitby, there was myself and Hammer, and the manager came over and said, "Can you stop cleaning off? Sorry, can you switch the snow cannons off now, please?" Because we'd basically covered the whole of the audience, which was about 6 deep, and Hammer actually had one guy in front of him who was completely covered in snow.
Yeah. So, big shout out to Hammer. He is actually addicted to the snow cannon.
Yeah,
You
he
just get
loves
that
it.
little gleam in his eye, and after about 10 minutes after he's emptied the whole thing over the nearest
Yeah.
person, just
Yeah,
chaos.
it was fun.
So, Skelly, what has been the most chaotic thing you can remember from a V2A gig? And we do have a years and years worth of these.
Probably Terry's Yosemite Sam skit. that was memorable.
Which one?
The one where he had a gun in each hand and he was just full on yeehaw.
Yes,
And
without his shirt on.
And you don't know, are they real? Are they not? I'm so glad to have a keyboard stand you can hide behind.
I don't
Gonna get
forget
the
that
front of it
moment.
bulletproof.
He stood next to me, and then he shot these guns, and then the bullets were bouncing off these people in the front row, and everybody in the front row was like, "What the fuck?" And I'm
Well,
like,
at least
"I
they're
don't
bouncing
know."
off. At least they're
And
bouncing off.
yeah, I
That's always a
thought,
relief.
Jesus, we can't, get them all killed off, please.
That was awesome. So, Mechanized, what has
Scary.
been one of your most craziest moments of V2A?
There's always a crazy moment. I don't know a specific one. They've all been crazy. I don't know. I had so many good memories of V2A live.
It is always funny when you sort of fall over one of the monitors and you try and do it very gracefully.
Well, I'm good at that. Nobody noticed.
She's good. She's good at that.
No, but what are good moments?
Well, the pole arm was a good one, wasn't it? The pole axe.
Which one?
The bloody great big
Ah,
pole
the
axe you were
pole
talking
axe,
about when
yeah.
you're swinging on around.
Yeah, but that was a scary moment because I literally could have killed someone in
Well,
Czech
nobody
Republic.
died. It was fine.
Yeah, now there were so many,
As a strange one, there was the one with the wandering drummer who'd lost all of his sticks. So he with his one remaining stick, he was still hitting the drums while he went round picking them up.
That was.
Yeah, we had a lot of drummers, so you had to be really in place, or you were hit by a drumstick. So you had to always look and something flow by. It's like Jesus.
My reflexes are just on top form from being on there with
Ninja.
Terry in one corner, drumsticks from the other. Matrix bullet time that.
Yeah.
Here's a mechanized moment. How about crowd surfing with the War Boys? How about that?
That's it. They're my biggest moment. It's even in my calendar as live event. That was the best. Well, normally I go off and come back on, but then the other time the War Boys take me, but then the whole crowd took me. So it went all a bit. Now it just went out into the crowd, and the War Boys just tried to grip onto my legs, didn't let me go. So me and the War Boys racing through the crowd, and then Kevin's like, "Where are you? You have to sing." So yeah, I didn't get back to stage in time. That was quite funny.
So Daddy Dread. So, what has been your most memorable V2A moment as you've seen us many times? It's going to get better, as I said, because you are coming on stage with us. So prepare for that.
I can do that. I can prepare.
But what's your fondest memory? The one when you're trying to explain to your friends, and then this happened.
To be honest, every gig has been such a good laugh, genuinely, that it's pretty hard just to pick one out.
Yeah.
It is. It's just every time it's just fun. There's something different each time. But I think probably the biggest thing overall is the fact that when we're watching you guys and we're down in the crowd, that it doesn't feel like we're detached from you in any way at all. You're part of the event.
Definitely.
And there's this inclusion every time. So that's one of the coolest things.
It definitely is. And I think the whole V2A and the cult of V2A is one big family.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
we're out there just causing trouble all together.
They're all memorable, but just for a different reason, because you've bumped into this person or that person, or so they're all memorable.
Awesome. So, Big T, over to you. What's been your most memorable or near death? Memorable stroke.
No, I mean, I think I agree with Daddy Dread, and the fact that the cult is a family, and brought home to me when we were at Asylum. I think it was the first or second time when the merch table was right at the back of the room, and I just I was sort of cut off from the rest of the crowd and the band, and of course I just then got out the V2A flashy mask and sort of started walking around the back of the crowd with the flags as well, and that was just great fun because they just joined in at that point.
Yeah, definitely. We're also going to go forward. We're going to be doing a lot more, take a lot more cameras in because we've got some bigger stage show. We've got even more crazy stuff going on. So we have a bigger show planned. So we're going to have more cameras, more stuff going on. So it's going to be more immersive for everybody. So
are you going to take that into the Mars bar?
I've got no idea actually, but the owner of the Mars bar loves us. He's like,
Mars bar's great.
You guys are bloody mad. He goes, where are you from? Worcester. Oh bloody hell. So yeah, we are local town people, which is highly entertaining. Apart from Patrick Skelly and stuff, who's from Manchester, but we love everybody from Manchester. So let us do what is not hot this week. And you ready for? Hold on, guys. You ready for a mildly, slightly disappointing jingle? I've got to find it first. Where is it? We have so many jingles now. Oh, they're not hot. Are you ready? Oh,
that was fun.
That was very, very quick. So let's, ladies first. Mechanise, what's not hot this week?
The weather.
Living on
it. The weather is very wet. So yeah, a lot of things which piss me off at the moment, but I will not go into detail because it's a fun show. So yeah, it's the weather.
But also, why is the weather sunny all the way up to like Friday 5 o'clock, and then chucks it down over the weekends? What's going on?
It has been raining all week, though.
Has it? I've been working all week, so I couldn't really tell. So, Daddy Dread, what is not hot this week?
Oh, not to be confused with the Bad Batch Star Wars, which was really cool.
Yeah.
I watched a post-apoc movie with cannibals and tribes and everything called The Bad Batch with Jason Momoa, and fell asleep because it was truly terrible. I'm never going to get that time back in my life again.
To back you up on that, I also have seen that film, and it is possibly that one. And is it Future World, the one with Mila Jovovich in or whatever? That was bad as well.
Oh, I've not seen that one, but no, Bad Batch. That one,
Bad Batch,
terrible.
What was it about? It was rubbish, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
It was truly crap in every sense of the word. So
that was not hot at all.
That is, and you're never going to get that time back.
No, that's gone. That's done.
I've no idea what it. Yeah, Jason Momoa was in it, and I think Keanu Reeves was in it with a mask on. Also, it was just.
Oh no, he just had this really weird, like 1970s porn star hair and tash and. Glasses.
That was it. Yeah.
He's like a club owner or something. Terrible, awful, crap.
Terrible. and talking of terrible, here's the Big T. So what's not hot in Big T land?
I was also going to say the weather. It has not been hot. It has been cold. I've had to put my heating back on again.
I know. What happened to global warming?
Yeah, I mean, the radio was saying that April was the coldest April for the last 60 years.
Oh, my God. Crazy. So, Mechanized, what's not hot?
I said the weather.
Have you? Oh,
But-
yeah.
Yeah,
And that Raven.
We're on the same
Raven.
wavelength there. It's the weather.
I'm still not on the flipping motorbike. It's really just my
Yeah.
noodling. So to give you one negative.
Also, I haven't been out in the buggy at all this year, and I'm cheesed off about that. The buggy has no window, sort of no floor, so you do get very wet, muddy.
Yeah, I've
when-
charged the battery up on mine, ready to go, and then
mine's ready.
now waiting for the weather.
Yeah, we're waiting for the weather, so we are pert and ready to go. That's all I can say on that. So, Skelly, what is not hot for you this week, sir?
Well, this one's out of left field and it's very different and unusual, but I'm going to go with the weather as well because it's about the only thing I have to watch apart from stuff that's on the telly. And I've not mowed the lawn at least, but I want to go outside and do things. So all there is just water coming from the sky. I know we live on an island famous for it, but I'm kind of ready for a bit of a change in the regular programming. This, what's on? Oh, more water from the sky, and it's cold.
Yeah,
And what's
usually we
next week?
escaped.
Water from the
right.
sky.
Yeah.
More water from the sky.
So yeah.
My
People have like skin growing in there. It's like to
I think a lot of people in Bilston already have got that web feet. And
Yeah, same in
I had an aunt.
Leicestershire
I
as
had an
well.
aunt with webbed feet.
You what?
My aunt was born with webbed feet, actually.
Okay. Okay. Moving on.
Follow that.
Follow that.
Topical, isn't it?
my not hot this week. I spent about an hour and a half to nearly 2 hours watching Stowaway on Netflix with these 4 astronauts stuck in space, and God, was it dull! Oh my God!
Oh, did
Rubbish.
Big T drop off his chair?
Big T's gone home. He's had enough.
What did you say to him?
I don't know. Big T, I'll put him on mute just in case. Maybe he's just excited because he's on the show. So.
Yeah, we don't want any sound effects coming from his headphones.
He's
So-
not been visited by assassins, has he?
We're not that kind of show.
So, Daddy Dread, what is your favourite festival that you would recommend people to go to?
Oh, well, if it's not just a music one, just a festival in general, so far, the Asylum weekend has been absolutely awesome.
Amazing.
So,
What was your first Asylum?
oh, we did first one we did was where we saw you guys. And we just steampunk, well, we did actually even steampunk up it. We did the poster pop for the evening. And we just wandered around and was tourists for the first one, and then we went back the next time and did all the costume and got all the armbands and did everything.
Awesome.
So you go.
Awesome. Well, as we said, now you're part of the family. So we V2A and the cult of V2A have a tendency of all going around together, going down the pub together, have meetups.
Well, we did go around the pub, didn't we? So that was
It
quite
is.
cool.
We're very so. Apart from in my typical drone-ness, organised a meetup in the wrong pub.
Yes, but then we did find the takeaway next to it where you could buy some poppadoms
How good was
and
that?
get your pint at the same time.
Yeah, we know the secret places.
Yes,
But that
and
was-
that kept Sally happy because she had most of the poppadoms for the entire night.
Ooh,
She's watching
they were-
this, so I'm going to get some stick in a bit.
Yeah, the poppadoms were good, but that was typical. That was typically my style of let's organise a drink and meet up and get totally the wrong pub.
Oh, Big
You're
T.
so mysterious.
Oh, Big T's back. Let's take him off mute. You're right, Big T.
We heard these
Yeah.
weird sounds. We really were scared. There were weird sounds coming when
Were you in the rubber
disappeared.
room
Yeah, you're stuck in the rubber room.
polishing?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think he's got more drinks. Have you got more drinks, Big T?
Another bottle.
Oh, just as a word of warning, what is that alcoholic beverage you do make? Because that gets you very drunk very quick.
Danger, danger.
Yeah.
You mean this one?
Yes, I do. Red X.
Yes.
Oh,
Slow vodka.
slow vodka. There's nothing
Slow-
slow about that.
I know. That's lethal.
I've never had a headache and a hangover so quick in my life. It was amazing.
Instantaneous.
Instantaneous.
It was
It feels like somebody's run over your head.
It's
So,
good stuff. It goes down too easy. That's the problem.
It does. Mechanized. What's your favourite festival out there?
Well, for
And
the
also,
UK, I have
also,
to
guys,
say,
if you can post what your favourite festivals are, please come on, audience. Go on, sorry, Mechanized. Carry on, please.
so for the UK, I have to say Asylum is one of the most awesome festivals for the whole weekend. So, I've got the most fun there. So I really enjoy that. But there are lots of different festivals in the world which we played, and so many. But for the UK, Asylum for definite.
Awesome. Skelly.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard to choose favourites. I mean, for an all-over immersive, fun experience, go with Wasteland, and for just music in general, as a good time, I've always had a good time at Amphi.
Oh, yeah. Amphi's
Well,
a good one.
when we go for festivals, VGT, I really enjoy because it's the
Yes.
whole city. So that's
Lots to see and do.
Yeah, so it's
but
not only
I am-
music, you can do so much, and it's awesome.
I am super excited that we are playing Amphi sometime, which is
Yeah.
a massive German festival.
That's it. Amphi is one of the best festivals, definitely. Mama Giddy says that her tribe mates Mouse and Rewind got engaged this morning. Congratulations!
Hey, congratulations,
Yay.
everybody! Hey. Awesome. I think for me, I really do like Wave Gothic Treffen, which is a massive one in Germany. Asylum is amazing in the UK. Haven will be awesome.
Yeah,
But
looking forward to that.
goddamn COVID! every time we nearly start off, it's like another wave. It's like we've had 3 now. We've had enough. Go away, COVID. Go away.
Yeah.
So that is where we are with that bad boy. So let us get us back to fact or fit. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, are you ready for the slightly disappointing jingle?
No.
No?
Bit of a remix then.
So Big T, let's start in the bottom corner. Big T, what was
Cool,
your fact? What was your
what
fact
did
or
I say?
fit?
Oh yeah, it's
Make it believable.
Yes, Goodwood Festival of Speed, VIP catering area, and me and some friends took a table that the hamster was going to.
Okay,
Hammond.
crowd, because our little stick is not here, so I'm not really on track of things. So please
I've
tell
been-
us, is this fact or fit? Tell us.
Tell
It's
us.
Big
I have
T.
been watching what people have been saying. So, Daddy Dread, you know Big T. You've seen that face.
Well, he does like his fold-up tables for his merch.
He loves it. He talks to
It
everybody.
could be true.
You think it's true? Could be.
I think we're going fact.
Ooh, very good. Mechanized. Let's just quickly zoom in on Big T.
Look at these eyes. Look at
Look at
the
those
eyes. The
eyes.
eyes. Poker,
Yeah.
Look around
poker.
the eyes. Look into the eyes.
Look into the eyes. Yeah. Oh.
Knowing him, everything is possible. So I think it's a fact.
It is. Yes, definitely. Skelly. Dun dun dun.
Well, I like what Daddy Dread said about merch guys and tables. He cannot resist a table. I'm going to go with facto.
Factor. We've got Mama Giddy says fact. Simon Kane says fact. Mike says fact. Dawn says asylum. Different question, but we're.
But I think earlier on, I'm just scrolling. I think everybody said fact.
So even Mike. This is Mike from. Is this Mike from Wasteland or Australia?
Martin says Big T, let it be fact. So there's wishful, please, please, please.
I think having known Big T for many, many years. Shell also says facts. This is. I think. Have you got Little T with you?
Little T, no, he's upstairs.
He's upstairs.
Sorry.
Because I think it's a fact because Little T would have told me if it was wrong. So,
Well,
Big T, fact or fict?
Little T was not talking nicely in your ear. It is a fict.
Oh, he
We
tricked
stole
us
the-
all.
He lied.
We stole the table from Jeremy Clarkson.
Oh, that's a technicality.
Did you?
No, we
There
wouldn't
there
take it from.
table stealing.
We wouldn't take it for a hamster. We took it from Jeremy Clarkson. He really gave us the death eye stare, and yeah, he ended up on a table next to the edge of the enclosure, and people kept pestering him all the time.
Wow.
Did you also deck him with a folding chair?
Yeah. I think that's even more entertaining than the other one.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
So also, just talking, just out there, guys, to any venue owners, if V2A do play your venue or your festival, please just count the number of tables afterwards, because Big T, he does like his tables.
He liked the tables.
We need the tables for the merch. We need more merch.
He liked the tables.
Go on, Skelly. What does he like?
Well, he liked the tables. And who doesn't like a longer table? Longer tables. Longer tables. Skipping tables. You're doing me a heckin' bamboozle, woman.
You can tell when we get more drunk, because we talk even more dribble. So, Daddy Dread. First of all, Daddy Dread, awesome name. Are you a Judge Dredd fan by any chance?
Of course.
Ooh.
My favourite comic when I was a kid, 2000 AD. So, yeah, absolutely. And my favourite costume is my Wasteland Judge.
Oh, which it looks, we've seen bits of it. We've seen clips of it. I've not seen it in real life yet, I don't think.
No, I haven't got it. It's too big to. I haven't got any more room in the shed, basically. I can't bring it down.
Yeah. Cursed Earth and Wasteland Judges are best.
Amazing. So, just for the people out there with the V2A graphic novel, I am a massive 2000 AD fan. So that is why we have PJ Holden, who is one of the top 2000 AD artists, drawing it. Also, Ryan Brown is 2000 AD, and Marvel and DC, he did the cover. So again, it's, if you love Judge Dredd and all that kind of stuff, that's the kind of people we have actually on the comic. And also, not trying to big it up or anything, but only the owner of Rebellion, Jason Kingsley, OBE, is in our graphic novel and not 2000 AD, the one he owns. Okay, so awesome. Who could make that stuff up? So mechanized. What was your
Daddy
Dread?
Now.
Oh, I
Forgot them now.
I get so excited about talking about other stuff. So, Daddy Dread, what was your fact or fixer?
That I had afternoon tea with horror writer Dean R. Koontz.
Oh, so Big T, what do you reckon? You know stuff.
I know stuff, and I don't know that horror writer, but that just means it's more plausible. Yeah, I think it's a fact.
Okay,
Okay,
guys.
people online, what do you think? Tell us, help us.
We got a noise. We got a see. Michael knows stuff. He's good.
Yeah, Michael knows more than me.
Michael knows stuff. So, mechanized. What do you reckon?
I don't know the spider either.
Let's zoom in on that
Zoom
face.
in.
Look at that,
Okay.
that boyish good
And
looks.
yeah, and that
charm.
poker face, that total
Poker
poker
face.
face.
Poker face.
Ah,
Poker
he
face.
has
Should
got a
we
good-
tickle him in the arm to see if he then tickles and grins? No,
Go on then.
nothing.
Well, tickle his head. Tickle his head.
Man, tickle it up and
Just reach down and
Just reach down and tickle his head.
reach down and tickle his head.
That's it. Oh,
I do think it's true. It's a
well,
fact.
Simon, Shell says fact. Mel says fact. Mama Giddy is talking to Cupcake. And she says it's a fact as well. Okay, over to Skelly. Skelly,
horror writers, they drink tea.
you've heard of this guy?
Yeah, I think I've read at least one or two of his works. You can't tell from reading a horror book though, because they weave a whole fantasy land for you. They weave a scenario, so you can't really tell if they like tea or not. I mean, they build characters, and there's a lot of scary stuff going on. You know, it's a bit unnerving, really. Quite an intense experience. One thing I will say, if this turns out to be a technicality and we actually had it in the morning, so it was morning tea, I will be miffed. I think it's a fact, because horror writers like tea, and they'll drink it in the afternoon, and they'll drink it with somebody. So it's all
And then
plausible.
they poison someone
It's
while
all
they're
for-
drinking it.
I would hope not, because even if you're a horror writer, you can't use that as a defense in front of a judge. I'm a horror writer. I killed him. I'm a horror writer.
You should have known
Ooh.
better. Yeah,
It was
you
Why-
drank tea with me.
Okay, now I think.
It's gone surreal.
Who did you have the drink with again? By the way.
Dean R. Koontz.
See, now I've never heard of the guy, but you've said the same name 3 times. The same name, so
Including the middle initial.
including the middle.
Well,
Yeah.
Dean
passport
Koontz
form?
is a different writer. Dean R. Koontz is a separate writer.
Oh.
So there is 2 Dean Koontz.
Oh, you're putting doubt in my mind now.
Is that like when
Dean
Yazoo had
R.
to become
Koontz
Yaz?
is the horror writer. He's the one Skelly is thinking about.
Okay.
Is he this one then
I
you're
d-
talking about as well?
Yes.
He is. So I was super.
I'm still standing by what I said. Afternoon
Okay.
tea with Dean R. Koontz.
Now I thought it was a fact, but now that you've said something can now confuse me because the cider's kicking in. I'm going to say it's a fit. Look, the finger of. That's not the finger of fact.
Oh,
That's
what's
the
really
finger
pointing
of
that?
Where are you pointing at?
I don't know. What does the audience think? Mechanized.
Well, some say fact, and they hope it's a fact.
So,
I
Daddy
didn't
Dread.
see anybody saying it's a fact except you.
I didn't see any. So, Daddy Dread, please explain fact or fict.
Well, there is a fact in the fict. So there
Oh,
is a technicality. I
okay.
have had afternoon tea with a horror writer, but it wasn't Dean R. Koontz. It was actually Clive Barker.
Oh,
So
Naughty.
it's a fict.
you had explain
Another
more.
one.
Explain them all about Clive Barker with tea.
Oh, he's a real nutcase. He's nice, but he's a nutter.
He's awesome. Does he smell of peppermint?
No, he's just really normal, very quiet spoken, and just very normal. But you can just see what's going on behind his eyes. And it's,
Wow.
Oh my God, yeah.
So if he had a novelty dungeon and he said, "Would you like to come down and have a look at my dungeon?" You would say,
Absolutely not. No. Go as far away the other way as you possibly could, as fast as you could.
Did he keep the sugar cubes in a kind of box type thing he had to get into?
Well, no.
Yeah, like a Rubik's
it was
Cube.
actually at somebody else's house. He popped around.
Wow.
The short version is I am acquaintances with the guys who did the artwork for some of the Hellraiser Chronicles.
Ooh.
He came around to do some proofreading, and I just happened to be there. So,
"Wow,
so,
God,
so
wow!"
there was a fact in the fict.
I think that's even more cooler because I know Clive Barker and I really like him. And the other guy, I've got no idea who he is. So, but that was cool.
It's more like your Stephen King kind of equivalent.
All right. Big mono eyebrows,
Yeah, ish.
or is that Oasis?
And wrote Carrie.
Possibly both. And all.
Possibly both. So mechanized. What was
Yeah.
your fact or fict?
I've been to an event where they used earthquake simulator, and because of that, the building cracked, and they had to abandon the event.
So, Big T, I can hear your motorbike in the background. What do you reckon?
That wasn't at my house, but
No,
I
that was me.
do.
I'm next to the road. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
that
thought
was
that
my
was you.
tummy rumbling. Sorry.
I thought that was your steering wheel again. I thought you were playing with that again.
No, it's because I'm in a wooden shed and you can hear everything.
I bet, first of all, though, Danny Dread, I bet your neighbours, if you've got any neighbours sort of peering over, they're like, he's in that shed again. What's he wearing? He's wearing all these like gas masks.
The windows are blacked out. Is hoping.
Yeah. Do they talk to you, the neighbours?
Quietly.
So back
Respectfully.
back to Big T.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Having seen one of these rumble machines in action in a room, yeah, I can imagine that if there's anything dodgy about that building, it could start to seriously damage the building.
Oh, see, Big T, you use logic, which I quite like that. I think that's a good tactic. Daddy Dread, what do you reckon? Now that your neighbours are trying to listen in to what you're talking about, fact or fict?
Well, from the brief acquaintances with mechanized and her being quite mad, yeah, possibly, because chaos follows.
I think
So, yeah, I'm going fact.
I like your logical thinking on that. It's like she's chaos, but also she's accident prone and big trouble. So things
you
do.
said that. I didn't. I just said
Things do happen. Things do happen. Skelly, you've got headphones on and a stick-on beard.
It's just it's drawn on with Sharpie every night.
That was a good one. I enjoyed last week's show with the Sharpie.
Glad you enjoyed it. I did that one especially for you. I smell a fict. No, something ain't right here. I smell a fict. It's either that or someone's takeaways repeating on them.
From the green room. From the green room.
Yeah, might be stale Twiglets, or it might be a fict. I'm thinking it's a fict.
Okay,
Ficto.
I know mechanized.
And he's frozen.
No, I know. Hold on. I've worked out a technical way of sussing if it's a fact or a fict. Are you ready? Look at those eyes. If she blinks, it's a lie. If she blinks, is she going to blink?
That's a hologram.
Is she going to blink?
The skin
No, she's going to laugh.
Oh, that was a blink.
Again, though.
Yeah, that was.
What if her nose goes red?
That's Rudolph. That's somebody else.
Oh.
Yeah. That's Santa's mate. So I think.
Put it down, Big T. Put it down.
Oh, Big T. Hold on, guys. Big T's getting drunk. Oh dear. Oh no, no, not
Down
not
in
the
one.
brain
Down
hammer.
in one.
Oh, okay.
Down in one. Oh dear. Oh no.
Oh, that's good.
Oh God. Yes. So I think that is a fit because Mechanized you blinked
And laughed.
and laughed. So
I always
Mechanized.
laugh.
What have we got? We've got everybody thinks it's a fact because they do know you.
Exactly, and this is a fact. Well done, guys. It's the truth. Well, it was many moons ago when I was like a teenager girl. We went to this big party in Cologne, and it was called May Day. And it was at the beginning times. It was like a rave event, but it was like massive, you know. And they used this ice ring in Cologne, and they used this earthquake simulator to, you know, give us the moves.
Why?
I have no idea. The organizer thought it's a good thing, and literally the building started to crack. And I don't think there were any events after that ever.
Well, it won't be. How are people going to dance through an earthquake? So the people just think, shit, there's an earthquake. Let's run and get out of there.
That's not very cool in
I
Japan.
just attended it. I didn't say let's use it.
No.
It's a cool idea though.
Cool idea that they did
So, yeah.
once.
But it was awesome. The party was out of this world. So yeah.
Well, out of the building by the sounds of it.
Well, at the end, yeah.
So that was a fact. So my whole thesis on blinking just didn't really work. So Skelly, what was your fact or fit?
I once wrote into Bob Ross's The Joy of Painting and received a response.
Oh. Big T, you've spoken to people. What do you think?
Yeah, Bob Ross and paint. Yeah, I think this is a fact.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. I mean, Bob Ross. I mean, fantastic painter. Did all of his TV shows. He was always
Big Perm.
Always friendly to people. Loved to talk even more than me. So yeah, I can see him responding to his fans' paper.
Yes, or stalking.
Yeah, stalking.
Yeah, he might have had a cease and desist.
Maybe it was actually a restraining order.
Could have been. That's where I'm thinking. So, Daddy Dread.
Oh.
You're not just a daddy, and you're not just a dread. You're Daddy Dread. So, what do you think, sir?
All one word.
Way too plausible, so it's fiction.
Oh, yes. That's
Too possible, too plausible. I think he's setting us up here on this one.
and should we let's just have a look. Let's have a look at look at that face.
Yeah, he could never lie.
What is a lie? What is lie?
Oh dear. So Mechanized, what do you reckon?
Wow. I cannot see.
Oh, Shell's come out with a good fact.
Ooh.
Oh, thanks, Shell.
Shell, you're spoiling that.
No.
Exactly, I just was saying that. So, okay, besides that he died 25 years ago, I cannot see Skelly writing someone with a perm. I don't have him down as a perm guy.
Do you think he's naturally scared of perms, being from Leeds and Liverpool's not too far away.
Then how did I handle meeting? How did I handle meeting the Hoff then?
Oh,
That was default, wasn't it? That was default.
Well, what the hell does that even mean?
That was default. You sat in our room. We had to share airspace with him.
I wasn't terrified, and he is basically a perm.
Yeah, but we had to grab you over. But it is not a perm. You didn't write him a love letter.
Well, why would you when he's in the same room?
Yeah, he didn't have to write.
Like, he stood right there. I'm just going to go write you a letter.
Maybe we just helped you to rehabilitate. Now you love people with perms. Since you met him,
it's buried already.
I'm losing the plot of this.
The idea's gone. It's flown.
Okay,
I think it's a fact.
I know that Skelly's a massive Bob fan. I think it's a fact because I think you'd be stalking him for years and years and years. So, Skelly.
No, what did the people say, though?
Oh, what did the people say? We've got a lot of...
Facts, actually.
We've got a lot of facts. We've got
I got it wrong. Well, Shell said that he died. It's like 50-50 here.
50-50. So what...
Okay, Skelly, spill the beans.
Well, Bob Ross did answer a lot of letters because a lot of people wrote into him with questions about oil painting and techniques and such like. But it's a bit before my time, so it's a fact. Here's something though. I actually had no idea he died until a few years ago. I thought he was just an old dude somewhere still doing happy oil painting. So that was a bit of a blow.
I thought you were still writing letters.
Someone had to bloody break that to me. Bloody hell! I had no idea.
Oh.
I'm a bit shaken by that.
Okay, so my fact or fict is in the summer. I have a favourite pair of trainers, which I always wear everywhere, and they are 4-toed trainers, which is customary from my planet. So, Daddy Dread, what do you reckon? Fact or fict?
Well, from previous comments about your hat collection, having weird shoes as well, probably a fact.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Yeah, welcome to the cult of V2A. So, Big T, who's now drinking a rather... Honestly, that
go on,
that
neck it again.
Yeah, go on, Big T.
Go on.
Hey.
Now,
I think not only a Warbo destroyer, that is a Tony destroyer in a minute.
Yeah, I think that instead of calling it Red X, it should be called Hammer Time because that gives the biggest headaches in the world.
It's good.
So, Big T, what do you reckon? 4-toed trainers.
I actually have a pair of 5-toed trainers. So I do actually think it's a fit because the ones that you buy, I do actually have 5 individual toes on them. And I do have a pair.
Ooh. Mechanized.
Well, because you are someone from a different planet, and I can see it to be a fact.
Thanks, everybody. You think it's a fact as well. Honestly. Cheers, band friends. So, Skelly, you're a friend. What do you think?
It's not so much a different planet thing. It's a southern thing, isn't it? You're sometimes born without all the parts, so I can see being four-toe kind of guy.
Are you trying to say I'm from Bilston?
He's a muto.
I'm glad I didn't say that.
I don't even know where that is, but it's plausible. South of the wall, people are born different. And we accept you and love you for your differences.
Okay, so fact or fict?
I said it's a fact, and I'll say it again. It's a facto.
It's a facto. So, guys, Mechanized, what did the audience say? We've had some random answers on there. Cupcake says our trainers are sneakers, right?
No, they're trainers.
No, they're trainers.
Yeah, but they're sneakers in America.
Yeah, in America, they're sneakers.
They're trainers everywhere, and it's crisps and chips.
Oh, there are too many texts here. Hold on, I'm scrolling. A lot of, there's someone says it's fict. Some people say it's fact. Then some say it's a fict. Then some say it's a fact. So tell us, Drone, what is it?
Okay, so it is actually... Do I, in the summer, wear 4-toed trainers or sneakers, as we like to call them? It is a fact. I absolutely love these four-toe. They're by Fila, and they're four-toed trainers. So your two little toes go wrong side, go in the end one, and it just feels like you're walking around barefoot. And they are awesome. I love them so much. I've been wearing them different pairs for years, and I have about 4 pairs.
But only in the summer?
Not only in the summer. So you will see me sometimes after a gig or at a festival before the gigs, walking around in 4-toed trainers. And then you get little kids come up to you, look at your feet and go, 4 toes, mommy.
Mutant.
Mutant.
So there was a fict in that. There was a fict
They're
in
out
that
amongst
fact.
us.
There was a fict in that fact then, because you wear them all the time.
I do like that. It feels like you're walking around barefoot, and they are awesome. So just before we go, guys, Daddy Dread, is there anybody you'd like to do a big shout out to? You are an awesome guy, a massive valued member of the cult of V2A. You are also one of the V2A Imperators, which is our top rank cult of V2A, who are in a crowd, are in a sanctum. There is only 7 of these guys, and these are our people we can rely on. If there are, unlike now Terry, who would probably end up blowing things up. These are the guys we trust.
The sensible-ish ones.
We trust them with explosives. So
Boy.
I know. What on earth was I thinking? So anybody you'd like to do a big shout out to, sir?
Everybody that you see at a gig who instantly is one of your mates, you just have a laugh with. And I'm going to wave at Ali. She's watching from the other room.
Yay!
So hopefully she's watching. But yeah, she should be.
Yeah.
To Ali as well. And if he's watching, to Chris Coombs. He's a good guy, and he's not doing very well.
Right.
But he's doing good. If he's watching, Chris, hope you don't mind me saying that. I know you put it on Facebook. But yeah, stay safe, dude.
Awesome. Get well soon, Chris. And big hugs from all of us. And a big hug to all V2A and Cult of V2A fans worldwide. We've got people now joining from Japan, Australia, the US, UK, Germany, everywhere. So, guys, we love you all. It's one big family. We're all in this together. And as Daddy Dread said, if you see any of the V2A fans before a gig, just go up and have a chat with them. Everybody's really nice, friendly, and that's exactly the kind of group and people we like to hang around with. We're out there for fun, and everybody's one big team, isn't it? So, Big T, anybody you'd like to do a big shout out to? Your
Yeah, the
adoring
V2A
fans?
tribe. It's got to be the V2A tribe, and a big hello to all the friends I haven't met yet.
Ooh.
Cool.
Awesome. I think also the freak show really helps because you get chatting with people from, LA or, New Jersey or Australia. Half the time you don't know
all around
all
the
the
world.
people
I mean,
all around the
it's
world. Yeah.
fantastic.
Excellent. So, and also, as I said, if anybody comes to any of our gigs or festivals anywhere, please go over and see Big T. He is an awesome guy. He's very chatty, super chatty, and really, really nice. And it's a big friend. Everybody's in it together. And we're all, it's one big family. Mechanized.
Well, I'm just glad to be back, and I missed you all, and I personally see you all live on one of the stages pretty soon. So slowly things are opening up, and I'm hoping I get my vaccine pretty soon this month sometime. Fingers crossed, and yeah, so it's safe, and let's see what we can find show on YouTube.
Yay! Awesome. And let me just hold on. I've just got so many buttons to press. We're getting so many messages. So Skelly.
I've got quite an important one to share this week, and it's kind of a serious one. So there's a link in the chat.
Yeah.
There's a link in the chat that'll be shared. I'll give a little while you're doing that. I'll give a little bit of context.
If you could, please, sir.
A good friend of mine from Scotland, he's engaged to a lovely young lady from Florida named Amber. A couple of years ago, she was diagnosed with stage 4 stomach cancer, and it's been a really devastating blow to both of them. And being in the States, obviously, with insurance messing her around, she's having a really hard time coping with all the costs of that and various things. hitting them, and she's just trying to get better from cancer, and it's a difficult battle on its own, but with the mounting costs of it. So she's having a fundraiser just to try and help deal with the costs. She's a massive Fallout and post-apocalyptic fan. She'd love to go to Wasteland one day. It's just right now just a simple matter of staying alive. So it's a fundraiser. If you can spare a few quid to help out at all, or just share that what's going on.
And we'll post the link in the comments.
And that's what I would say on the Cult of V2A as well. Yeah,
we'll post it on the Cult of V2A and all our different Facebook groups. So get well soon, Amber.
Yeah, all the best wishes over to you, and hope you get better soon.
Definitely. Anything else, Skelly?
Just keep staying safe, everyone else, and look forward to properly seeing people soon. And if you get the chance to have the jab, get it.
Yeah, get the jab. Yeah, it's going to be key to get into anywhere. So first of all, I would like to thank our two awesome guests, Big T and Daddy Dread. You guys are awesome. You come to all the festivals. You are actually our Cult of V2A Imperators. So guys, if you are ever out there and see any of the Imperators around, just go over and give them a chat. And these guys will point you in the right direction. They're a load of help, awesome people, and just real family. So you guys are awesome. We love everybody else on the show and everybody watching. We have some awesome guests lined up. On Wednesday, we are doing a Judge Dredd games thing on the Geek Show. So if any of you Judge Dredd fans are out there, come and watch that. And we will be back on Saturday with some big celebrity guests. So very, very exciting. We love you all. Thank you for everybody who's joined. We've had an ace time.
And I'm hoping that Stick is back and finds his way out of this tunnel in the undergrounds.
Definitely.
Well, maybe he'll come back out the other side and he'll be in Croydon when he comes out. Who knows where he'll be? Where's Stick going to pop out? Where's he going to pop out?
A big thank you to Brothers Toffee Apple Cider, which is awesome. And I think Big T is going to be either very ill later on or feel like crap all tomorrow. So good luck to Big T.
You're going to need a kebab.
So before we finish, and we've got about 50 new messages just all popped up. Guys, Daddy Dreads, Big T, Mechanized. We can finish either. You have a choice. Would you like crazy Russian, half-naked Russian lady, or would you like snow cannon? So Mechanized, your choice first.
Why don't we have naked men on stage? Oh, we do, oh boys. Okay, well,
that answered that one.
It did.
Well, it's really hard. Well, I don't know, whatever. I'm going, whatever. Snow.
Okay, Daddy Dread, as you're one of our esteemed guests tonight, what would you prefer? Snow or Mad Russian Lady?
It was a prop show.
Yes.
Let's go with the snow cannon.
You're talking me round.
Skelly.
That's a good point. Yeah.
That is a good one.
We've been a prop show, snow cannon.
Oh, Skelly, I know you.
Is it either or?
Yeah, it's either or.
Well, a prop show. Russian lady had a lovely little walking stick, and that's a prop.
That's a prop. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Normally, I would let my spirit guide pick the correct one for me.
Russian lady. Bring on the Russian lady.
No, but tonight we're going to have the snow cannon. So big thanks to Mechanized on this. So her and a guy called Sean hired the two biggest snow cannons in LA and took them to the middle of the Mojave Desert, and we covered everybody in snow. And some
within
people
2 days. You have to say within 2 days we arranged it, and it just arrived 10 minutes before the show or something like that.
Yeah. So if you ever think, what the hell does the snow cannon look like by an English band in the middle of the Mojave Desert north of LA look like? Well, here it is. And we will see you next week, guys. We love you all. Woo! Woo!